Welcome to the 2023 Eddie Bauer Signature 360 LF. Folks, this is a bath and a half, beautiful bunk floor plan, theater seating, gorgeous cabinets. Hey, you just got to get into it. Let's check it out. What was that? Eddie Bauer, you say? Yeah, that's right. They've come to the RV world and they have done it in one of my favorite floor plans, the 360 LF. Folks, like I said, bath and a half. You have two queens in the back, plus, of course, the primary bedroom up front, tons of storage, and absolutely beautiful cabinetry all the way throughout. I love what they have done with the colors in here. It's clean, it's modern, it's exactly what we needed. So as you can see, they have that Eddie Bauer signature green cabinetry, matte black handles on here. We'll see kind of a mixture of metals between the matte black and like a nice champagne bronze. But you can see all the storage you have built in right there. Love, love, love that. Glass inserts here as well. And of course, we have to have a kitchen island, as you would expect. Dual opposing slides really help to open this space up and allow for this big kitchen island right here. I love the design that they have on the pressed countertop. The big advantage of this countertop, by the way, is that it's lighter than a solid surface, which, you know, we're always concerned about weight in an RV, but it still allows you to undermount that stainless steel bowl that we have right here. And it's a big, deep bowl, which I like, plus an apron front, great look. And as I promised you, the mixing of metals, right? Like, this is it. You walk in, you have a statement piece right here, which I love. You have that champagne bronze mixed with the matte black, and personally, I think it works. And then we start to look at our pulls. Even though the knobs are a matte black, all of our pulls are that champagne bronze. This one I especially love. Ready for this cabinet? Boom, that's right, double trash can. If you know me, you know that I love a good spot for the trash can, especially when you have two of them. It's a little bit smaller in an RV, right? It's not the 13-gallon that we have at home. So I like when they give you a spot for two. And they didn't sacrifice any storage. You still have plenty of room for pots and pans over here. Excellent space for your flatware and your hand towels and your hot pads and whatever else you're going to need in the kitchen. And plus, we still have some additional space right over here. You have the pop-up power tower, so if you want to throw like a little coffee maker, espresso machine, blender, griddle, whatever else you want, you have the capability to plug it in right there. 3-burner recessed cooktop here too. Of course, we get our oven. And then this storage, personally, I'm putting, maybe some baking sheets or something like that in there. Plus, you have the storage right down below. So great storage all the way throughout the kitchen. A lot of that is thanks to that kitchen island. Now, you not only need dry storage, we need cold storage too. Ooh, whoops. There we go. It's sticking a little bit. That's what happens when she's brand new. But we'll open that up for you. You can see the freezer here on the left, and then we have our refrigerator on the right. 16 cubic feet of cold storage in here. Absolutely love that. You can take a look. Good storage all the way up and down here as well. Open that up for you. Magnetic catches, that's another thing I really like. Now what you'll notice is kind of like with the slide, right, we have some blended woods, and I honestly think it's a really good blend. A lot of manufacturers, when they do like a double tone like this, it just really sticks out like a sore thumb, and I don't think that's the case here. I think the pulls still look good on the wood. I think the woods look good together. I think they did a really good job of not having just way too many patterns in here like we often see when you have a lot of woods in an RV. Of course, our TV centered right there, right across from the theater seating. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. Multimedia center down there with storage, and then the fireplace. I believe that's 5,000 BTUs of heat there as well, electric heat, so just to give you a little extra. But let's talk about the furniture, right? When we talk about Eddie Bauer, we think about the soft goods, and man, is this comfortable, folks. Super comfortable seating right across from the TV. You have some cup holders, of course, storage right in the center. You can kick back, relax. I love the fresh, clean colors here with the piping, right? It's just like a nice, sleek furniture. It looks good. That's right next to the booth dinette that they have in here. Again, that same piping and some additional storage right here underneath. Plus up top, you have this gorgeous light fixture. And of course, windows all the way around. Those do open, and you have the roller shades. Another thing, of course, we have this signature Eddie Bauer nameplate right there. I really like it. I think it makes it pop. Again, kind of bringing those colors in. Now, I talked about how this was a bunk model, essentially, right? A family model. And right back here is the main reason. How great is this? You have a queen bed down here. You have a queen bed up top. There's storage up top. There's a spot for a TV up there. Windows all the way throughout. And something that's often missing in a bunk model, but not in here, what do we have? Tons of storage, folks. Tons of storage. So the cool thing about this is even if you want it to be like an in-law suite, or if you have like maybe another couple that's coming camping with you, you have a spot that adults can sleep as well. And if they have to get up and use the bathroom in the middle of the night, well, take a look at that. Boom, good to go. You have the half bath. Porcelain bowl there. You have the medicine cabinet, mirrored medicine cabinet. You have some storage underneath, plenty of space, plus an own private entrance right in here too. So if they need to get up and leave, in the morning while they're still sleeping or whatever it may be, or if someone just needs to come in and use the bathroom, you can do so right back here. So I really love this space. Also, the ladder that's built in, take a look at this. You actually have like some rails on here so that when you're climbing, it just gives you a little more stability when you're climbing up into that bunk. So it's a lot better than what we normally see. Electrical outlets in here as well. So, obviously if you need to charge phones or tablets, you have the capability to just plug those in and go. If we take a look at the ceiling, a couple different things in here. We do have 2 ducted AC standard vents all the way throughout. The Blade AC system gives 360-degree cooling, which does a much better job. Rather than having like a single vector of cold air, it actually cools all the way around. Now, because of audio, I unfortunately can't have an AC on a very hot day. So instead I have the max air fan going right there. So it's a little bit quieter, as you can tell. I can probably barely hear it, but open up a few windows and that creates some excellent airflow. Let's take a quick look at the controls before we head up. So you'll see your main control panel right here. This one has your tank monitoring panel as well as your awning, slides, lights. Cool thing about this though is you can connect to that via Bluetooth on your cell phone, control everything right from the phone. You also have your tankless on-demand water heater. I love this. This is a cool feature. We're starting to see it in a lot more RVs these days. Gone is the day of the military shower right now. You can actually enjoy some time in the shower, take your time. You don't have to shut the water off in the middle of lathering up. That max air fan control and then some additional lights. Also, some additional storage here. Never want any storage to go unnoticed. Your fuse panel and breaker box is in that cabinet as well, or right down underneath it rather. And then as we step up into the bathroom, oh, I love this too. Dual vanities. I'm a sucker for dual vanities in an RV. It's something that they started doing a little more recently, probably a year or two ago. Huge fan. Again, it's just, you're going to have 2 people getting ready at some point. There's no avoiding it. Love having that. Excellent storage all the way underneath. You have your electrical outlet here. Big mirror too, so you can see yourself. I'm sitting here on the throne, porcelain, so it's going to stay nice looking longer. Plenty of room. The shower has a glass door, beautiful surround. It's 6 foot tall. I can easily stand up in here, no problem at all. Skylight, and I have the seat. So if I need to sit down or, need to shave your legs or whatever it may be, you have the capability to do that. Linen closet right there as soon as you walk in. As we make our way into the bedroom, you have your chest of drawers right here. Dresser, I guess you could say. So good storage, kind of all the way throughout. Open these up for you, just kind of give you an idea. Electrical outlet here, TV hookup. That's always great to have in the bedroom, at least for me. I like to watch TV sometimes in my bedroom. And then we have a slide out king size bed with the wedge pillow right up front, kind of doubling as the headboard. I really like this though, because it's functional and you can actually sit there again if you want to watch TV or read a book. That allows you to do it, and it's a lot more comfortable because it actually gives you some lumbar support. And then right up front here is our wardrobe / mirror. Open that up for you so you can take a look. You have the storage up top plus the hanging storage right down below. More over here, and of course, last but not least, as you probably guessed, you have washer dryer hookup. So if you want to wash your dryer in here, you can certainly have it. And our second AC unit, as I promised, is located right there. Let's take a look at the outside features on the 2023 Eddie Bauer Signature 360 LF, starting right up on the front cap. You will see that beautiful painted front cap. Love the black on here. And then you have continuous LED lights all the way around with Eddie Bauer, of course. Nice big signature right there in the middle. Dropping down underneath, I also like to have an additional LED light strip right above your kingpin here, so that way as you are backing up, as you're hitching up, you have that added visibility. Speaking of kingpin, this is a pivoting head, so that way as you're going down the road, you're kind of doing starting and stopping a little bit, you don't get that bucking and chucking feeling, that pulling sensation, so that definitely is nice to have. Then as we drop down underneath, we'll see a couple different things. One, the fact you have a magnetic catch on here. Also, if you take a look inside, one of the things I really like about the Eddie Bauer is just they have really good cable management. You'll see that everything is zip tied all off to the side, and I know it's a small thing, but I appreciate it because it just goes to show that they're kind of looking at some of those smaller things. You don't have cables just running everywhere. You will also notice that you have your 12-volt distribution box right here with the battery disconnect, your tire pressure monitoring prep right down there, and your spare tire is mounted in here. So if you ever do need to access it, which hopefully you don't, it's pretty easy to get to. You can also see your 6-point electric auto level. So we have that right down below the controls on either side. Just touch a button, that bad boy is gonna level itself right out. Solar is going to be in 2 different places. One, if you have a portable panel, you can plug it right here into the side. Another one will be in here, I'll show you in just a second. Open up your propane. One of 2 30-pound tanks, the other one, of course, being on the other side. We'll look at the storage real quick. Slam latch baggage doors, by the way, magnetic catch. Then we'll take a look at the exterior graphics. But we take a look at the garage storage. Just look how big it is. Look how much storage you get. For not being like a drop frame or a Z-frame construction, you have huge garage storage in here, which I love. Your auto level controls on the other side, and the other solar control prep is located right here because this one does have solar prep up on the roof. So if you want that additional solar or you want it permanently affixed to the roof, you have the solar prep there. I'll drop this back down and you can see, again, the beautiful graphics package they have. Again, pulling in that Eddie Bauer signature green. Definitely love that. 2 awnings on this RV. You have one right up front, another one in the back. Power awnings, of course, LED light strips. This one, you have the 2 speakers right underneath so that if you want to listen to some music, you can. Getting into the 360 LF is very simple. You have 2 entrances. If you recall, when we were inside, we had the one in the back, but your primary entrance will be right here. You have 3 steps with aluminum treads, a little bit of grip tape on there, large foldable grab handle here as well. And as you head on in, you can see that this one has keyless entry. So keyless entry obviously being a big feature. We don't see it very often in the towable side. A lot of times we'll see it on motorhomes, but I love that they are bringing it in on the Eddie Bauer. You also have TV hookup. Love this. That way if you want to sit outside, watch some TV, boom, you can take that same TV, drop it right in. That way you don't have to travel with another random TV that has a high propensity of breaking during travel. You'll also notice the slide outs. As a standard, all Eddie Bauers will have slide out toppers. That's going to be a huge win. That way if any pine cones or sticks or anything are falling down, it's not going to land on top of your slides. When you put your slide in, it's not going to damage your seals. Black tank flush is located right over here. Makes it a lot more convenient to wash out the black tank so you don't have to stick a hose down your toilet. Secondary entrance to get into that bunk room, and as we saw when we were inside, you can just head right in here, and right there is that half bath, making it very easy if you need to use the bathroom. You will also see your griddle can hook up here. It does come with a griddle. The propane quick connect is right down underneath for that griddle, but obviously you can use that for whatever you want. You can bring your favorite grill, your Blackstone, whatever it may be, hook it up right there. And this is a huge win. I love having an outside refrigerator. I'm glad they're able to find a spot to throw it in right there. So I think that is definitely a big win on this particular model. You do have a rear mounted ladder, 250-pound weight capacity on here. Every Eddie Bauer has a fully walkable roof, whether it is a fifth wheel, whether it is a travel trailer. You have that fully walkable roof on here. The ladder obviously lets you get up on there. Laminated sidewalls and rear wall here, as you can see. And on top of that, inside, this one does have the hyperdeck flooring, which is going to be an upgraded composite flooring. So this underneath this is where that hyperdeck is. It's going to be water resistant. It's going to be lighter weight, has greater screw retention. Definitely an awesome floor all the way around. Dropping down underneath is the hitch. So that's a 3,000-pound hitch. If your state allows what I commonly refer to as the train, which is towing something behind a fifth wheel, then you can do it here, because again, if you want to tow a boat or something, 3,000 pounds has the flat 4. If not, then you still get a great accessory receiver. So if you have a bike rack, you can slide it right in there. That is pretty great. Freshwater inlet will be right over here. 50 amp power cord will plug in there. And we saw that big open storage in the back. That actually comes over here as well. So not only do we have that huge garage storage up front, but we have this additional storage underneath. So not only can you sleep a lot of people, but you can also bring a lot of stuff with you, from clothes to the inside to some of your larger items here on the outside. As we make our way up toward the front, you'll notice the Furion tankless water heater located right next to your furnace. And lastly, the convenience center, where you will notice that your tank valves are insulated. Of course, we have our city water inlets, another black tank flush, because we have 2 toilets in here, so 2 black tanks, outside water connection, cable inlet light, and then the water heater bypass for winterization. With a great layout, beautiful interior, and quality build, the 2023 Eddie Bauer Signature 360 LF is an absolute knockout family fifth wheel. If you're wondering about price and availability, well, simply click on the link in the description. And until next time, I'm Ian Baker, and we'll see you.